Good morning students. In today's video I'll explain you the chapter 5 from First Flight, The 100 Dresses Part 1, and it is written by Elvisor Easter, American, and she was an American children author. Do you know students how do we judge the people around us? We judge the people around us because of their wealth and their profession. And the same way the theme of this chapter, The 100 Dresses, is the people have a judgmental attitude for other people around us. And the same way, it is a very beautiful story where Wanda Petronsky is being discriminated just because of her different name, unique name. That is Petronsky. So, who is Wanda Petronsky? Wanda Petronsky is a Polish girl. She came from Poland along with her parents and took the admission in American school. When she took the admission in American school, she always being teased by the other children just because she has a different name and she was poor. So she was such a quiet girl. She never speak to anyone. She has no friend. Although she talks to lot of the people in the class, lot of children in the class, but she has no friend, and she always being teased by the other children in the class just because of her name. And she always come to school. She used to wear only a blue faded dress and she come to school. But when other children asked her about whether she had different dresses, then she replied that she had the 100 dresses. So what is the role of the 100 dresses in the story? That will read the chapter and I'll explain you the story. So students, now I'll explain you the entire story, the 100 dresses, part 1, line by line. And this is a story of a young girl whose name is Wanda Petronsky. She is a young Polish girl. And we'll see in the story how a young girl is judged by her classmates. So I'll read the chapter and I'll explain you this entire story line by line. Today, Monday, Wanda Petronsky was not in her seat. But nobody, even Peggy and Madeline, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. So it was Monday and Wanda was not in her seat, and nobody in the class noticed, even Peggy and Madeline, the girls who always used to make fun of her, noticed her absence. Usually Wanda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. So generally where Wanda sat, she used to sit next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. She sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. She used to sit in the corner of the room where the rough boy means here indisciplined or violent boys, they sit, and those students, they didn't get good marks. The corner of the room where there was most scuffling of feet, and in that corner of the room, most scuffling sound. Scuffling means the rubbing of feet on the floor. Most roars of laughter when anything funny was said. So that corner of the classroom was most scuffling of feet and more laughter. If anybody asked anything in the classroom, or if any teacher said something funny, or any student, so that corner students used to laugh a lot. The most mud and dirt on the floor, and that corner was the most dirtiest floor in the classroom. Wanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. Wanda did not sit there just because she was rough. She was violent or indisciplined and noisy. On the contrary, she was very quiet and rarely said anything at all. On the other hand, she was very quiet and she rarely speak anything, and nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. and nobody in the class had seen her laughing loudly. Sometimes she twisted her mouth into a crooked sort of smile, but that was all. But sometime she had been noticed that she twisted her mouth into a crooked smile. Crooked means an awkward smile, but that was all. Nobody knew exactly why Wanda sat in that seat. Nobody in the classroom know exactly knew why did Wanda prefer to sit at the corner, unless it was because she came all the way from Boggin's Height. So Boggin Height is a place where poor people lived. So the people they guessed that she came from all the way from the poor area, and her feet were usually caked means covered with dry mud, and they guessed that was the reason she always used to sit at the corner of the seat. But no one really thought much about Wanda Petronsky once she sat in the corner of the room. But no one in the classroom thought that much about Wanda because once she sat once she sat in the corner of the room. Then sometime they waited for Wanda to have fun with her. But this children they waited for Wanda just and thought of her only when they came out of the class, and they waited to tease her and make fun of her. The next day, Tuesday, Wanda was not in the school either, and nobody noticed her absence again. So, as Monday also she was absent, the next day, Tuesday, again she was absent. She didn't come to school, and nobody noticed her absence again. But on Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie, who sat down front with other children who got good marks and who didn't track in a whole lot of mud. So on Wednesday, what happened? Peggy and Maddie, these those two girls who always sat in front of other children and they got good marks and didn't came with a long track with lot of mud, they noticed that Wanda wasn't there. They noticed that Wanda was absent. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. As Peggy was the most popular girl in the school, she had many pretty clothes and her hair was curly, and she had a lot of pretty beautiful clothes and her hair was curly. Maddie was her closest friend. The reason Peggy and Maddie noticed Wanda's absence was because Wanda had made them late to go to school. The reason Peggy and Maddie noticed the Wanda's absence because they people waited outside to make fun of her, and due to this they always late to the school. They had waited and waited for Wanda to have some fun with her, and she just hadn't come. So those two girls, they waited for Wanda for a long time because they wanted to have had some fun with her, and she didn't turn up. She didn't come. They often waited Wanda Petronsky to have fun with her. So they people often waited for her just to had a fun with her, to just tease that girl. Wanda Petronsky, most of the children in the room, 13, didn't have names like that. So most of the children in the classroom room 13 had didn't have the same name like Wanda Petronsky. They had name easy to say like Thomas, Smith or Allen. So the other student their name were very easy to pronounce like Thomas, Smith or Allen. There were one boy named Bounce, Willie Bounce. The people thought that was funny, but not funny in the same way that Petronsky was. So the one boy named Bounce, it was somewhat different from others, Willie Bounce, and the children, they thought that was funny, but they didn't consider as that much funny in the same way that was Wanda Petronsky name. Wanda didn't have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. Wanda didn't have any friends. She used to come to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a fitted blue dress that didn't hang right. And she always used to wear a fitted blue dress, and that dress also didn't fit her properly. Hang right means fit properly. It was clean, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. Although the fitted blue dress was neat and clean, but it looked like though it had never been ironed properly. She didn't have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. She didn't have any friends, but she talked to a lot of girls. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground. And sometimes she was surrounded by the other children in the schoolyard when she used to watch the little girls to play hopscotch. Hopscotch is a kind of game in which children hop into and over squares marked on the ground. So the other children, they surrounded her in the schoolyard when she used to watch the little girls when they play the hopscotch on the ground. Wanda, Peggy would say in a most courteous manner as though she were talking to Miss Mason. So the Peggy, she went to Wanda and in a courteous manner means polite manner, as she was talking to her teacher, Miss Mason, Wanda, she would say, giving one of her friends a nudge. And she said, Wanda, while giving a nudge means a gentle push to her friends, tell us how many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet? And what did she ask to Wanda? She asked how many dresses did she have and she hung it up in her closet. Closet means in her almirah. Wanda replied her, 100. 100! Exclaimed all the little girls incredulously, and the little ones would stop playing hopscotch and listen. When Wanda replied to Peggy that she had 100 dresses, and all the little girls, they exclaimed incredulously means they couldn't believe, because Wanda always used to wear one blue faded dress, and that was also not properly ironed. So the girls, they were playing the hopscotch. When they listened that Wanda said she had 100 dresses, they all stopped playing. Yeah, 100, all lined up, said Wanda. Then her thin lips drew together in silence when she replied that she had 100 dresses, and then afterwards she became silent. What are they like? All silk? Then the Peggy wanted to make her more tease. And what did she ask? She asked, what were they like? Were they made of silk? Said Peggy. Yeah, all silk, all colors. Then she replied, she have all the colors, all of made of silk, and she had all colors. Velvet too. Then again Peggy asked, she had velvet too. Yeah, velvet too. 100 dresses. Wanda would repeat stolidly. Then she said she had velvet too. 100 dresses. Wanda would repeat stolidly means calmly, all lined up in my closet, and all were lined up in arranged properly in her almirah. Then they had let her go, and then before she had gone very far, they couldn't help bursting into shriek and peals of laughter. So so after one they allowed her to go, and then before she had gone very far, they couldn't stop themselves. They bursting into a she can peel off laughter. Peel off laughter means they were roaring in the way of laughing. 100 dresses. Obviously, the only dress Wanda has had was the blue one she wore every day. 100 dresses. Then they all were surprised and they said 100 dresses obviously because she used to wear only one dress, that blue one she used to wear every day. So why did she say she had 100? What a story. So everybody was making fun of her. She always used to come in the school for with only a blue dress. Then they were saying thinking why did she say that she had 100 dresses? What a story. And they made fun of her. What a story. How many shoes did you say you had? Then one more question asked by Peggy. How many shoes did she have? 60 pairs, all lined up in my closet. She said 60 pairs. Cries of exaggerated politeness greeted this all alike. So all the girls will cries with more politeness and greeted this and asked all alike. Oh no, every pair is different, all colors, all lined up. Then Wanda replied to them. She had different colors and all different kinds and different colors, and all are lined up. Peggy, who had thought up this game, and Maddie, her inseparable friend, were always the last to leave. So Peggy and her friend Maddie, her best friend, always tease Wanda and leave the place at the last, and for that they always late in the classroom. Finally, Wanda would move up the street, her eyes dull and her mouth closed. And finally, Wanda started moving to her street, and her eyes dull and her mouth closed. And her eyes was dull and her mouth was closed. Hitching her left shoulder very every now and then she moving her shoulder in a funny way, and then in a funny way she had finishing the walk to school alone. And sometimes she did such activity like hitching her shoulder, moving her shoulder in a funny way, and then she forwarded to walk to her school alone. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies. So Peggy was not actually cruel girl. She always protected small children from bullies. If any children come to bully them, she always tried to protect them. So we can say she was not a cruel girl. And she cried for hours if she saw an animal mistreated. She also loved animals and she did not like animal to be mistreated. If anybody had said to her, "Don't you think that is a cruel way to treat Wanda?" she would have been very surprised. If anybody would ask her whether she is being cruel to Wanda, then she would have been surprised. Cruel. Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Then she asked why did Wanda said that she had 100 dresses. According to her, she was not being rude to Wanda. She thought it was very weird of Wanda that she said that she had 100 dresses. Anybody could tell that that was a lie. And anybody could understand that Wanda was telling lie because she always used to wear one dress, that blue faded dress, whenever she used to come to school. Why did she want to lie? And she wasn't just an ordinary person. Else, why did she have a name like that? Anyway, they never made her cry. So, according to Peggy, she was not being rude to Wanda. She thought it was very weird of Wanda to be lie about a number of dresses she possessed. She just teased Wanda due to her name, and they never made her cry. As for Maddie, this business of asking Wanda every day how many dresses and how many heads. So Maddie didn't like the idea of making fun of the number of clothes and the accessories Wanda possessed, and how many this and that she had was bothering her. So Maddie didn't like the idea of making fun of Wanda in such a way, and she was cared about her because Maddie was poor herself, as Maddie was also poor girl. She usually wore somebody's hand-me-down clothes, and she also wore clothes that were given to her by someone else, because sometimes the rich people, they gave their old clothes to the poor one. So Maddie used to wear such clothes given by rich people. Thank goodness she didn't live up on Boggy's height or have a funny name. And she was happy and she thanked to God that she didn't live in the Boggy's height, because Boggy's height the place where the poor people live. And she didn't have a funny name. Sometimes when Peggy was asking Wanda those questions in that mocking polite voice, Maddie felt embarrassed and studied the marbles in the palm on her hand, rolling them round and saying nothing herself. Sometimes, when Peggy used to tease Wanda, asking the mocking questions with her, Maddie didn't feel good while teasing Wanda. She would silently count down the marbles in her hand, pretending to play with them. Not that she felt sorry for Wanda, exactly, she would never have paid any attention to Wanda. She didn't feel sorry for Wanda exactly, but she would never pay any attention to Wanda. If Peggy hadn't invented the dresses game, but suppose Peggy and all the others started in on her. And she was also thinking that if the dress game hadn't been invented, Maddie would have never known about the very existence of Wanda, and she was not felt uncomfortable because she cared about Wanda, but she felt uncomfortable that she was worried she could be the next. She wasn't as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. Although she was not as poor as Wanda, yet she was poor. Of course, she would have more sense than to say she had 100 dresses. And she was not that much senseless enough to say that she had 100 dresses. Still, she would not like for them to begin on her. And still, she didn't like to tease Wanda. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky, and she wished that Peggy should not tease Wanda Petronsky. She would have stopped teasing Wanda Petronsky.